This pigeon is covered in muscles and has to do 500 punches every day to maintain its figure. As the king of pigeons, its way of getting food is quite domineering, directly snatching it from others' mouths. If they don't give it up, it just punches them. The black pigeon is clearly no match and immediately runs away. Thus, the white pigeon claims an entire bag of bread for itself. Eating one bag isn't enough, so the white pigeon reaches out to the old man for the last piece of bread. However, the old man, having never seen such a pigeon, immediately turns and runs, his cane moving faster than ever. But the pigeon becomes even more aggressive and walks toward him, forcing the old man's legs, which had been disabled for years, to learn to walk again. He quickly runs into the car and locks the doors and windows, thinking he has escaped. However, the pigeon doesn't leave and instead lies on the pipe, following the car to the old man's house. When he walks into the garage, an inexplicable sense of fear washes over him. The old man feels something is off. After checking every corner of the garage and seeing no sign of the pigeon, he finally feels relieved and walks into the bedroom. However, just as he turns on the TV, he notices that the drink next to him has mysteriously decreased. Looking closely, he finds a straw at the bottom of the cup. By the time he realizes it, the pigeon has already eaten all the popcorn in front of him. Watching the pigeon disappear into the thunderstorm, the old man finally breathes a sigh of relief. But the next second, he is so scared that he quickly shuts the window and locks the anti-theft door, then dives into the blankets without looking back. As he is about to sleep, the old man remembers he hasn't eaten anything all day, and his stomach is growling. When he goes into the kitchen, he finds all the food has been eaten clean by the pigeon, leaving only a wriggling sausage on the floor. Out of curiosity, the old man follows it and discovers that it was the pigeon in the tree hole causing all the trouble. Is it really necessary to go to such lengths for a bite to eat? The old man is scared out of his wits, so he takes a hammer and tightly seals every exit of the house, blocking every hole he can find. After finishing, he finds himself hungry again, so he has to order takeout. When the delivery person arrives at the door, the old man sees through the peephole that the pigeon is peeking from the tree hole, clearly eyeing the delicious pizza. To grab the takeout first, the old man quickly unlocks the door. In a hurry, while prying open the last wooden board, he is shocked to find the pigeon not only stealing food but also not letting the old man go. Realizing the seriousness of the situation, he immediately dials the police. Just as he is about to speak, the pigeon outside has actually made a slingshot and uses it to launch itself into the house. Seeing this, the old man can only lock himself in the storage room to save his life. At this moment, he sees a shadow slowly approaching, and the old man covers his mouth in fear, not daring to make a sound. They hold their position for 2.5 seconds until the footsteps outside stop. The old man slowly pushes open the slightly ajar door and finds the pigeon watching his TV. You really don't consider yourself an outsider. Taking advantage of this moment, the old man quietly sneaks out, grabs his hunting rifle from the wall, and aims it, inching closer to the pigeon. But just then, the TV program ends, and the black screen reflects the old man's silhouette. A battle between man and pigeon is about to break out, with the elderly man forced to take a passive beating. After the pigeon gives him a good thrashing, it isn't satisfied and lifts the old man up, throwing him straight out of the second floor. At this critical moment, the pigeon suddenly reaches out its hand. Is this a familiar scene, as if it just wants to recall the bread from the beginning? The old man, holding on to a glimmer of hope, takes the last piece of bread in his hand, and a delicious roasted bread roll is created. The old man, dragging his weary body, picks it up and takes a bite at the door, tears flowing down his face. Ah, there is still chicken in the pigeon.